Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of the Craftsman Weedeater fix. Let's go ahead and start by removing the old fuel line from the top of the carb to the short port on the primer bulb. Cut a new piece of fuel line just as long or longer. Now let's rerun the fuel line back through the hole in the cover and connect it to the shorter of the two ports on the primer bulb. Now let's try to remove the old fuel filter. First, remove the plastic washer at the bottom of the fuel tank. Now push the old filter into the tank. You might have to use a small screwdriver to push it in completely. Once you have the old filter out of the tank, try and remove any of the old fuel line. You might have to use some pliers to help you do so. Now let's go ahead and run a new fuel filter line to the tank. Push some new fuel line into the old hole where the fuel filter was located. Keep pushing the fuel line into the tank so that you can grab it from the inside. Now reach into the tank and pull out the new fuel line and trim the end off square. Now push the fuel filter onto the new fuel line, making sure that you've got it all the way against the filter. Now pull the filter into the tank and push it until the nipple starts to come out of the bottom of the tank. Now use some long pliers and press down on the filter so that the nipple extends out of the bottom of the tank. The extremely tight fit will help seal the fuel line to the tank. Now run the fuel line through the hole in the cover and trim it to length. Now let's go ahead and run our last fuel line. It's the return line from the primer bulb to the fuel tank. For this, I'll use some black hose. You want to make sure at least 1 inch of the fuel line is in the tank. Measure its length, cut it, and then reconnect it to the primer bulb. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the metering diaphragm. And as you can see, it looks very good. Okay, let's go ahead and put the carburetor back together. First, put the gasket down, then the diaphragm with the silver side down, and then reinstall the cover with the screws. I went ahead and slotted the adjustment screws to make it easier to adjust without using special tools. Now let's go ahead and reinstall everything, starting with the carburetor. Reconnect the throttle cable, then the bottom fuel line, and then the top fuel line. Now install the carburetor back into place with the plate and the 2 screws. Now let's go ahead and reinstall the cover. Make sure the choke lever is in the correct position. Now replace the last 4 screws. Now go ahead and check to make sure that the throttle and the semi-automatic choke are working properly. Let's go ahead and go outside, put some gas in it, and check to make sure it runs properly. I hope this quick video helped you guys out. And if you liked it, please subscribe to me and comment down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.